So here, this has the logo as well as the cup to kind of work from. So if you see these two parts or pieces, I can hide this one and work on a new layer above it. But what you're trying to do is find a cross section as a cutaway for this cup in three-dimensional parts. So I'm just going to take the pen tool and go ahead and make this shape. I can take a look at these two parts as well and dim down this layer a little bit, lock it, and work right above it. So even though I have the pencil guide, I'm trying to look at this because it's a photograph. So here's the section I can kind of create this cup design. Get somewhat of the right angle to it, kind of approximating it. Coming across this one here. So now I have just this shape. Swap it so you can see the cross section, and then that's going to rotate itself. But this part is rounded at the top edge. So if you remember, you can take these circular pieces, and if you curve it, it'll curve it on all of them. If you just take the direct selection tool, you can select two of these points and do that. So it's just kind of curving those two. And hopefully you remember you don't want to make a three-dimensional image out of something that has a stroke to it. So I'm just going to fill this with white. It takes out that section. And now I have this piece. Okay. The other part is the actual logo. So I'll just bring that back up onto the screen here. Double-click on this layer, unlock it, and let that part be seen. So I can always lock it right from here. Here's the McDonald's logo, and you're just going to kind of see through this and flip it over. So here's the pen tool. Just kind of taking this off. Here I'll go on to this. I just happen to have a third layer. Shift key is going to keep it straight. I'm just trying to get this arch to come across. And Shift key that I can use the arrow keys if I need to move that part over, or left, down, and continue the part here. So if you do deselect it, you just have to click on it. Whoops. And you can just drag that handle there. And notice that it'll come all the way down to this part and go right to the minor access right there. Hold the shift key down so it's symmetrical on either side, and just drop it right there. So now with the eyedrop tool I have that arch. Just take the selection tool and select it, and depending on how accurately you can place it on there, you're just going to do a reflect of it. And let's see what happens if I can option and click it there. You can hit preview. It's pretty close. Not perfectly there, but there it is on that shape. So I can select both of these parts and just unite them right here with the pathfinder there. So that's going to be the one side, at least one symbol, unless we try to do the writing. So just selecting it, going into the symbols panel, and creating a new symbol, and give that part. I can keep all that stuff the same and place it on there. So that's on the third layer. I'll lock that, hide this one, and bring the cup back. So here's this cup that has the 3D part. And the only thing I'm going to do is subtract a little bit of this. I forgot to take that on there. So I can take the pen tool and create a shape. And give that a color. So I'm just going to take these two shapes and divide them. So I just need that cross section of it. And I'm going to take a rectangular piece right here and give that a color so you can see it. And do the same, select these two items, because I just want that cross piece. I don't need anything else. And then you notice a couple things when I do this extrude, revolve, and rotate. When this revolves itself around, you'll see it's coming into a cone shape. It has just two things. You just have to remember the left and right edge of this one here, so it's going to give you that symbol. And any of the more options that give us the shading, if you remember some of this, I can start to create new lights for this. Put one on the opposite side, and actually behind it, it'll give it a little bit of a cast shadow to it. So it's just a matter of adjusting some of the pieces, and then just go to Map Art. You'll notice this has 11 sides. You can toggle through it, and the red will show you the actual shapes: inside, bottom, top, outer lip on there. Let's see what's happening here. So here's the surface. I can't tell if it's on the outside or inside. Looks like it's on the inside there. So again, you can adjust this to fit the cup itself. Okay, and click OK. Keep in mind it's on a little bit of a pitched angle there. So I'm just going to modify it a little bit. Okay. So see if you can, as you're getting going, you can kind of take a look at that, just making this model display of that one.